Yes. Yes. So today, I'm going to be jumping into this game called The Long Drive. It's a game about driving across this really long desert road. I think it might be infinitely long. And you just have to maintain your car, not crash into anything, and have a good time. But, as you can see here, drinking the old beer is a key integral part of the journey in this game. And so, I wanted to see how far I could get, see how few times I could crash, whilst imbibing myself with a little bit of the brew myself. I'll reiterate. As you can probably tell, I did pregame, of course. So now there's nothing left to do but get started. When you start a new game, your car usually kind of sucks and you don't have any supplies or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and resume where I left off in my own time. And now, I've just got to drink and drive. Although I suppose, for context, I should probably show off what actually happens if you do not drive correctly. You die. And everything flies out of your car and goes all crazy, and it's just a bad time. So, the goal today is to avoid such transgressions. Let me just quickly open up my stream to make sure nothing goes horribly wrong. Moderation, yeah, I don't need that. Okay. So now, it's time to start for real. Gotta switch off the German radio station. Hopefully not crash and die again. Also, I was kind of starting to say this before, right before I crashed into that telephone pole and died, but the driving in this game is very, not like extremely realistic, you know, it's not an actual simulator, but in terms of being able to like slide out and lose control, it is pretty close to what would happen, I think, in a lot of real situations. So naturally, I feel this will be a good analog for the true, trained, drunk driving experience. Crossing over into nighttime, so a little bit of an extra challenge not being able to see as well. And naturally, I'm maxing out the speedometer as I always do in this game. These are the taller 16-ounce PBRs. See how many I get through by the end of this. And the other thing about this game, which is quite interesting, are the settlements you can find and all the individual buildings you can locate throughout the area. And this is how you actually upgrade your car. This is how you find like food and water, just by getting out and looking around at places like this. Ah. Oh, that's all I got there. This definitely has the feel of one of those games. Why is it not AM? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Perfect. But yeah, I've been getting way into this game recently. Not copyrighted, is it? Nah, it doesn't matter. I gotta stop cutting myself off. So, I've been getting into this game recently mostly because it has a very interesting way of interacting with the world. It's very similar both in concept and in gameplay, to that game, My Summer Car. But that one's about just being a teenager in, I think, like Finland or something, and having to build a car so you can get around. And this one, it's an actual full-on apocalypse where everyone's dead. So any of the humans you encounter are like mutated and aggressive and all weird. I don't think there's an actual goal in this game, because again, I think in My Summer Car, you build the car and like that is the game. But in this one, you just drive down the long road. Simple as that. And speaking of which, I'm doing pretty good so far, although I'm fine. So if I don't run into any boulders out here in the darkness. Nice. I've also managed to scrounge up an improved engine for this particular pickup truck since the game started, so that's how I'm able to keep my speedometer basically at the top of the line, even going uphill and across all this rough terrain. Normally you are quite a bit slower. Actually, I really lucked out just by getting this pickup truck. I spawned with it at the very start, which is not very common as I understand. Usually you get like a crusty old sedan of some kind. Gotta fill up my gas a little bit. What? Oh. The mutant guy killed me? Damn. I mean, it just happens that fast. Let's see. 325, 1907. That seems recent. Oh, and more stuff spawned here now that I reloaded. Radical. Get me a cigarette to smoke. Get me a rubber wife to put next to my gold bars. And we're doing good. There's nothing like drunk driving, I tell you. As long as you do it responsibly in the virtual world. Yeah. Oh, my radio's not playing anything. That doesn't seem right. There we go. In most games like this, I always go third person. It's because you can get like an outside view of your car and sort of see if there's anything coming too close to you. But in this, it actually feels like the third person mode almost like amplifies your controls, if that makes sense. Like since the camera is further away, each little press of the movement keys makes you turn a little bit further, it feels like. So I can go third person here, but it just makes it feel a lot more floaty and a lot more like I'm about to crash at all times. Which, maybe for this challenge, is exactly what I need. It does also... Oh! Nice. Probably the safest way I've slowed down yet. And get back on the road. And we're off and going. It is a bit strange. I know this game was made by probably just like one guy, but if not, a very small team. And so it makes sense that there's not like a whole ton of, you know, different content, different settlements to explore and stuff like that. But what I don't understand is how poorly it performs a lot of the time, especially like in these grassy areas. You can see I'm getting constant frame drops. It's probably running at a solid like, what, 20 frames right now? And I know my computer can handle this level of graphics. Like, it's not exactly photoreal. Everything's a little bit blocky. Everything is kind of cartoonish. Come here, you little bastard. What the fuck? Is this guy invincible? Alright. There you go. So anyway, I'm gonna see what's in this little place. Reap the benefits of my killing of that dude. Got a little bit of organic waste, as you could call it. Just gonna consume that real quick. Some gas, perfect. Just drank most of the gas, but that's fine. You can really do anything in this game. Speaking of which, I can see my brown meter is a little full down there, so let me just... perfect. And even though this was made by, if not a very small team, one guy, it is surprisingly in depth in a lot of ways. Like, for example, you can see my truck is all nice and shiny, all the wheel rims and everything look really good. It started super rusted out, and then I just took, you know, wire brushes and sponges and everything and actually physically cleaned it up to the point where it's fancy. And then I got in this weird physics breaking crash where it launched all my doors and my hood and everything off. And so, here we are now. Ah, it's beautiful. And it actually seems like it's... no, never mind. Liking about the same, regardless of camera. Oh well. What can you do besides drink more and drive more? I guess I should also say, because the driving in this game is fairly realistic, once you actually get up to above like 80 miles an hour, if you hit any sort of like bumps, or sorry, once you get above, I don't know what kilometers an hour translate to, but once you get above like 120, 130, anything you hit at all, whether it be like uneven road terrain or a little rock or anything, will just send you absolutely flying and destroy you. And then once you get above, I'd say 160, 170, your car actually starts drifting on its own to like one side or the other. So you have to constantly keep correcting, otherwise it'll just spin out and die immediately. So that's what makes this an actual challenge, you know. It's not just like driving down a straight road in Grand Theft Auto or anything. It's progressively more unstable and unwieldy as you go. But I got a beautiful sunrise behind me. That's all that matters. If only I had some mirrors to see it in. Oh, let's look back there. Yeah, nice. Maybe a little more. Beautiful. I do also love, once you get, you know, again, an upgraded engine of some kind, you can really get moving in this game. Like, these are quite ridiculous speeds for a little, you know, indie driving game. Oh. And yeah, it's another element of challenge. Even if you stay perfectly on the road, They're like giant rocks and stuff that just spawn in the middle of it. Oh, there's a good example. So you really have to be on top of your game, like dodging everything. Now I'm getting an ad for jizz on it. The ultimate car product. Ooh, oh, that was close. It's a little rock in the grass there. You can see before it loaded in. Oop, fuck. And much like real drunk driving, I rolled my car about 6 times. I also just realized the fuel tank is empty, so it dumped most of the stuff I had in there. But that's okay. I've got a barrel full of it. Now there is one unfortunate element of this challenge, which I am encountering right now. After a good couple of brews, you gotta drain the snake, you know? You gotta refresh the system, get everything moving. So, I will return in a minute here after a brief pee-pee break. Make sure I leave the radio on for you. All right. Anything fun happen while I was away? Doesn't even look like I lost anything. That's good. I also just realized. Got an empty revolver, in spite of the fact that I have so many bullets. 18, 32, okay. Back on the long road. Yeah, it must be like grass, but something's just killing the frame rate right here. I do love how far you can zoom out in the free camera. But it also makes it even harder to control what you're doing. So I'm not going to stay like that for too... And I'm dead. Well, you know what that means. Load the old autosave. Try again. Oh. Unfortunately, it saved literally the millisecond before I reloaded this gun. By the look of it, so gotta do that again. You know what else I might actually do? And never mind. I should keep the AK just in case. Seems like some of these mutants don't go down with the revolver. But those little rabbits sure do. Oh! Yeah, we're fine. Interesting. Much to think on during the meantime. I'm just driving down the road, enjoying myself a ice lukewarm PBR. Probably finish this one and crack the next. Want to make any real progress tonight. But at least I'm moving at ridiculous, comical speeds. Whew. Almost uncontrollable speeds. I think I'm still going too steady. I need another brew. Ooh, I almost set myself into the telephone pole there.
Sexy bodies can listen to this radio station. If you're an ugly person without style, please turn off the radio now, okay?
See what we got in here. Great place for scrounging. Might grab this shovel just in case I need one later. I think there are actually items buried in the sand sometimes that you can like dig out. And I got so much space left in my truck bed anyway. A bumper. Nice little ornament. Might hold on to that one. Come to think of it, I actually am a little bit short on food. Which isn't what this is for. But I can go ahead and come on. And why can't I lean? There we go. Toss this right there. Next to the other one. Alright, let's see here. Oh, that was stupid. Guess that is the disadvantage of using the same two buttons for everything in your game. Not too much of interest here, honestly, besides those revolver bullets. So I'm gonna just eat the rest of this salami while I'm here. Grab these and get on out of here. There's a chance that some of those big cartons have like oil or gas or something important that I might need. Like 13 liters of gas. Actually, I'm really glad I stopped and looked at that. That is very helpful. And what better time to grab a quick swig than when you're filling up your tank? Unfortunately, this part does always take quite a while. Very methodical process. And a very done process. Back on the road. Got a lovely new little ornament hanging there next to my little tree. I'm sure the smells of both of them will combine into something even more gourmet. And with that, I dare say, one big old PBR down. Let's reach back to my back seat here and grab another one. See, that's why you don't do this in real life. Take your eyes off the road for a second. Suddenly, you're careening through a field. Although granted, this may be a bad example because I'm quickly to get back on the road. Which is not what you would do in real life, because you'd likely be dead. Oof. These random boulders sitting around. It's a dangerous game. Alright. And with that, I'm really moving. Although, looking over there at the right side of the screen, as I was saying, looking over there at the right side of the screen, my brown meter is just about full. That's never a good sign. So, really quick, just going to get on a straight section of the road and then just drop a couple, you know, just to lighten the load, if you will. Not perfect. And again, you know, I'm feeling a little bit hungry, so I'm just, oops. Might have to equip something else. Oh, can I not pick it up? Damn. Well, I still got an old one from a couple of days ago. Wow. That might have just been karma at that point. I didn't even know what I hit. But it's back to the old grindstone. Oil, don't need it. Empty. Empty. Alcohol. Empty gun. More bullets. Yeah, I think the bullets and the 13 liters of gas there are really going to be the only things I need in this area. I do wonder if I can drop this, take these. Hell yeah. So now I got, wait. Wait, so this is the empty one? Well, shit, where is that other one? Damn. Seriously? If I flatten down all the grass. Ah, there we go. Well, all's well that ends well, I guess. Now for my big barrel of gas. See, I started at 96.4. Gonna end up at... Might even get to 99 and 1%. Nope. I thought it would go further. Anyway. It's time to get out of here for real. And this time, not hit some mysterious and invisible object dying instantly. I'm feeling loose, and I'm feeling ready to operate a vehicle. But we'll see if I actually am ready. But I can stay on the road while avoiding the boulders, small rocks, and telephone poles. The grass is fine. The cacti, it's kind of a toss-up. Half the time I just straight up kill you, half the time you pass through with no issue. I don't really know the difference. It just seems like it's random, honestly. Just jizz on it. Good advice. Also, is the game audio a little quiet for the stream? Because it's pretty quiet for me. I actually have my interface turned up pretty good, so... There we go. That might help a little bit. Oof. See, drunk driving is bad, but the real problem is like looking around at other shit or like, you know, I mean, falling asleep, but being legitimately distracted from the course of action ahead of you and the road you're trying to follow. Like, that's where the real problem arises most of the time. You just look up and suddenly there's a 10,000 pound pile of steel in front of you and you're going 70 miles an hour. It's like, oop, well, guess I'll die. Got another little gas station, but I honestly don't need anything. I'm just gonna keep up my momentum, keep moving. Got my gas, I got my oil, I got my collection of guns. Whoa. Hold up just a second. Ah. There we go. Now I've got my collection of guns. Everything's going good. Did I hit him? Nope. Oh well. Well, it seemed like I was losing speed for a second there, but no, I'm still going strong. The watchtower. I got some more ammo, but at this point I have more ammo than I know what to do with. And the watchtower is off the road, so I could probably get lost. And this is the one thing about this game that always kind of surprises me, is like, supposedly, there's only this one long road, which is all procedurally generated. It's theoretically infinite in length, but it is possible to just go anywhere you see. Like, it's a giant, completely open world that is procedurally generated. So I assume that means it's possible to just, like, turn off the road and drive for 10 minutes and then just never be able to find it again. Like, you have to really make sure you stick to the road itself, otherwise you might lose the only one. And now I'm back to the grass. I'm gonna get frame drops and stuff. But actually, it doesn't look too bad so far. Keeping a consistent 220 kilometers per hour. I don't know what the conversion rate is, but I'm pretty sure it's at least over 100 miles per hour. Or at least close to it. Oh, minor crash there. Once again at 100 miles per hour, so I believe I lost a few things. Thank you, OKNS2JNNPXHXEGH, for tagging me and saying topviewersstreamboo.com and spacing out the .com so that your comment didn't automatically get removed for being a spam virus link. By the way, what's with the spam virus link? And I like click on that. It's like, no. I guess not. Oh well. Anyway, as I was saying, I lost one headlight. And my speed gauge, my speedometer, just flew out the window. Oh well. At least I can see what we got here. Oh yeah, and I was gonna try something because my AK is currently unloaded at the moment. I'm going to throw this away. Instead, grab my fully loaded box of revolver ammo. And that way I think I can just reload this thing as I see fit. Alright. Well, that doesn't sound very nice.
Here, one leg there. There's going to be blood everywhere.
Wait, hold on. Let me just,
Here, one leg there. There's going to be blood.
Perfect. A little bit of gas. I'm not even going to bother with that. It's 1 liter. About 8 liters in there, but I don't want to siphon it, and I don't actually have the means to siphon it. Got more gas. Some oil. Nothing. Lovely outhouse, well used. And 1 liter of gas. Oh, he's dead. I can finally have a side mirror, which might be nice. And you know what? Keep the hat on, man. What are you doing? Okay, put that down. Put the other thing down. Are my sunglasses gone? Can't even go into third person to check, but they must be. How could this have happened? I just lost them. But now, thanks to this guy, I got a new pair. Yeah. I can't see anything. Let's see. We got, oh my god, a giant engine. Gotta be like a race engine. I gotta try this thing out. Looks like a V8. I would assume 4 cylinders under each of those golden heads. Where's my truck? Aha. Too close. And the bruise strike again. I got a PP. I will return. Yes. I am. What? Hold on, I gotta watch this. What happened? Okay, I guess I died. Oh, starvation. Yeah, I suppose that'll do it. Is there like a sausage in here or something? Or a fridge? Ah. Perfect. So that is another good thing to keep in mind with this game is it is classic survival along with the whole car maintenance and driving down a road aspect. So you gotta eat, drink water, and then after eating and drinking said water, of course you gotta empty out the system again. Thankfully, there's a convenient button for just such purpose. After you spam it for a while. There we go. A little bit of gas. Don't need it. Oh. Am I gonna finally see what killed me last time? Guess not. It's just synth music. Ooh, alcohol in an old rusty bucket. Never mind. But anyway, let's see if this engine fits. It's also burning oil, which makes sense. I built it after all. Alright, let's see. Is this a gas engine? Would appear not. I don't believe... What? I don't have any diesel on me. Ooh, a genie's lamp.
This is Neon Synth Radio, FM 98.4.
I'm rubbing it.
Last night I was out shopping. It was easy because the shop is abandoned. And I
Think it's getting brighter?
And they are hot, my man. They make my butt look like shiny, healthy, round apples.
Yeah, maybe not.
Hey, you steel pants guy, bite me. Jennifer, will you stop looking at my ass, please, and play the next song?
It's just like a...
Coming up.
Can I, like, use it? Or drop this? No, it's just a lamp. I'll hold on to it just in case. Kind of a fancy little find. What was that? Drink some more water. As well as some beer. It couldn't be me. And more water. And more beer. And of course, more beer. Probably take those bullets. Couldn't hurt anything. Don't need a katana or a worse flashlight though. Nor traffic cones, nor really any of this. So, what I'm gonna do, I will drop those. Drop this light. And then I will take... Let's go. On top here? There we go. I'll take these guys. And fill up... Wait a minute. I'm carrying it, that's why. And I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna take these and call it a day. Unfortunately, this engine needs diesel, which I do not presently have, so I am going to go ahead and pull it out if I can. Big if, actually. There we go. Just gotta take the hood off for a second. And then oh wait a minute, the oil tank is empty. Maybe it could actually run on gas. Might as well try. Got my barrel of oil after all.
If you have a rusty old car and you need some oil, use the extra
What the fuck? Where did I put it? Oh, it's in there.
anywhere in the desert. It is smooth, like your sexy
Coolant's doing alright.
It is the best lube for your car. Extra virgin car oil. Buy it or find it somewhere. Good.
I only ever use extra virgin car oil. I'm using it right now. Heck. Let's see if it starts with some oil. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I have a feeling this is gonna be mean. Granted, I was almost too fast before, so if this is any faster, I'm gonna get myself in trouble, but that's fine. I can mount it, man. Come on, there you go. You know, just to give it a little extra American power, I will go ahead and piss in the gas tank a little bit. Ah, there we go. Close her up. Let's get out of here. Oh, mama. Now that's some power. actually, just to make sure I do not lose all progress recently made, including this sweet engine, I'm going to stop, toss down a save, and now we can get on out of here. At just ridiculous speeds. I mean, burning out like that while going down a hill, that's not something the old engine could do. This is the true beauty of drunk driving. Getting a fast-ass car and just going down a hill at max speeds, well, unbelievably inebriated. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm unbelievable at this point, but I'm certainly feeling it. And I'm also feeling the engine. I'm feeling the power. Nintendo power. Well, it does seem to be ridiculously fast, though. Unfortunately, I do believe I'm being weighed down by the approximate 1,000 pounds of the other engine block in the bed. And I don't believe I need this anymore. So, should speed things up even more. I was burning out that whole time. How much power must it be pushing through to the wheels to get it to do that? And then I crash and die violently. Because I'm looking at the stream, of course. Well, there you go, kids. Don't drive distracted. Otherwise, you'll hit a telephone pole and immediately die. Oh, what's up, Jace? Okay. Now that you're here, the last time you were in my stream, I was playing Resident Evil. And I asked you, how's the Panamanian experience? And you didn't say anything. You just left me in the lurch. And I shed a single tear, I won't lie. So I'll ask you the same question. How's your shit going? Because for me, I mean, you can see, I'm drinking PBR and fucking driving down the road in a video game. I'm doing just fine. Oh, big rock. Another cool thing, I got my first Twitch comment in I think probably 3 years on this channel, and it was a virus link to Viewbot my channel. No, fair enough. What's new back home? Nothing. I'm still working at the old train company. We basically all are. I think our boy D to the E, you know, wait, that's, I guess D to the W, you know who I'm talking about. He is planning on going to, I think, Australia. But otherwise, I mean, we've been hanging out, doing the same stuff as always. I will say, you need to catch a there. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not unless you go back in the VOD, but this account called OKAnsay 2JNNPXH hopped in my chat and said @DaleJackson06, so they tagged me, so they knew it would get my attention, and they said top viewers streamboo.com. But actually, Twitch and YouTube have an automatic thing where if you post links in the chat, it automatically blocks it because obviously it's gonna, oh. Well, anyway, it automatically blocks it because obviously it's gonna be a virus. So to cover that up, they spaced out the Streamboo and the .com just so that it could still show up and not immediately get flagged. So hey, the virus bots are getting smarter. That's at least something to consider, I guess. But you didn't really answer my first question. You said you're in Ecuador, which is good. I mean, it seems like a cool place. They make some coffee, they do some stuff like that. But you didn't answer how it is. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Oh, yeah. Oh. And that straight up killed me. It happens to the best of us. I guess my health was still too low to start eating random shit out of a porta potty. The standards these days. Diesel! Oh wait, I already... Never mind. My car runs on gas. Got excited for nothing. Ecuador's chill, peaceful, and cheap. Haven't been up to much. Just kind of doing the remote work grind. I can respect it. What is this game? This is called The Long Drive. It is just what it looks like. There's no real, like, concrete objective. You know, there's no boss to beat or anything like that. You just get a shitbox car out in the middle of a deserted, apocalyptic wasteland, and your responsibility is to drive down the long road, stopping at places like this in order to fix up your car and upgrade it. All while fighting mutated humans and animals and trying to survive. And in that way, really, it is a masterpiece of longevity, you know? Some may argue that there's absolutely nothing to do, and they'd be right. But at the same time, the fact that there's no concrete goal lets you just basically play it forever. Like, you can just experience the desert. There's also some grass and stuff. I should come visit. I should elope to Ecuador. I'll tell you what. I got plenty of paid vacation. I'm just saying. You gotta get your phone number back or hit me up on that Snapchat you created or something, and I'd be down. Still need a passport, but that's fine. Been wanting one of those anyway. So, you asked what this game is, and that I understand, but I feel like I should further explain, now that you're here, the reason I'm doing this game in particular. Since The Long Drive is almost exclusively about driving for a long time, the developer really put a lot into the, driving physics, the handling of the cars, stuff like that. So even though I'm playing with a keyboard, I can really kind of fine-tune the controls and fine-tune what I'm doing here. Do I have WhatsApp? No. But I mean, we could find some way to arrange that if you want. Why is my multi-stream chat not working? Let me try something here. Hee hee ho ho. Well, I mean, that one worked. Anyway. I do not have WhatsApp. I can get it if you want. But you know what I got. I'm on the classic Instagram, Snapchat. Fucking rabbit. Instagram, Snapchat, phone, all that stuff. It's interesting. I have my, I have the stream set currently to low latency, meaning like it's as soon as possible for Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, it still has quite a delay. What might be happening is sometimes what it does is it automatically puts you like 30 to 40 seconds back on the actual timeline. So do make sure you, sorry, as you can tell, I'm a few brews deep. What was I trying to say? Oh, make sure you're actually like scrolled to the front of the timeline. But yeah, feel free to hit me up on Instagram or wherever you can anytime. And yeah, honestly, I'd be down to go chill out down there, see what it's like for a while. Until then, I'll be driving the long road. Damn, this engine's fast. Just started moving like 10 seconds ago and already I'm blazing past everything. Oh god, what kind of, man, what am I supposed to do with that? I might enjoy Colombia, except I'm not a huge coffee guy nor a huge cocaine guy. But, you know, I'll try anything once. I'd be down. What do I do for fun, just in general? We're looking at a lot of it. In two ways, I say that, because one, just playing video games. I've been getting into the latest Resident Evil. I've been playing a lot of games with my buddies on the weekends and stuff. So that's always been a big thing for me ever since childhood, is, you know, enjoying some classic games. And other than that, haha. I mean, I do like cheap alcohol and a good party. Well, I don't really like a good party. I'm quite antisocial in such situations, but if it's a real good party, I'm down. Regardless, as I was saying before, what do I do for fun besides gaming? A big part of it is actually this content production stuff. Obviously, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm not like editing. I'm not doing some high production value stream, but just putting stuff out there and creating stuff and, you know, adding to my backlog sort of has been a very satisfying experience and one that I quite enjoy, as well as pursuing my other creative prospects like you know, music making. Speaking of which, actually this brings up a perfect mention. My new single's coming out April 1st as an April Fool's Day present. It's called Trapped in a Jar, from my band Vitriolic, and I'm dead now. But regardless, if you ever get a chance, check it out. I'll link you on the old Insta. That's the thing about this game, man. You get like road blindness. You're just going along and along at 200 miles an hour, and then suddenly you hit a pole, and nope, it's over. Yeah, I will, for sure. It's about being how many drinks in. I am 4 PBRs deep, but these are tall PBRs. They're 16 ounces, so it's essentially 25% bigger. Wait, no. Number one's 12, so it's 33% bigger than a standard PBR. But at the same time, it's not the high alcohol variety or anything. So I'm not quite getting, you know, super out of it here. Just enough that the intensive, high care driving situation becomes a little bit more difficult. I've got to have a challenge, of course. Oh, fuck, I lost my radio. I didn't even realize. There's nothing to listen to. Except me. Guess I gotta do something entertaining. What's the deal with airplane food? Actually, speaking of being 4 beers deep, I'm afraid it's pee-pee time. I will return briefly. Happened. I guess I took a screenshot on the second computer. Weird. Now that I'm returned, you ask how are the rest of the boys, and is the golf guy okay? Everyone's doing good. Our, I guess I'll be a bit vague about it. Our friend the architect, I believe, is currently over in New York on an internship. Golf boy, he kind of figured out it was at least somewhat a dietary issue, so he's been eating a lot better, not eating as much extremely spicy food, and I think he's feeling pretty good. He's still golfing every day, naturally. The rest of them, the one up north, the one with the big dirt field, he is getting a degree in some sort of, I think it's like machining or laser work or something like that, so some trade skill. And then me and all the rest of the boys who work at a certain company which you used to reside in are all still kind of doing the same thing. They've been paying a bit more, they changed their structure a little bit. So, overall everything's going good. No massive changes. We're all still in contact. Except for someone. A certain someone down in South America. Anyway, third viewer. Hey there, how's it going? I'm just having a close personal conversation with my friend down in Ecuador, so feel free to scroll back through that and read it all if you want. Well, actually, it's if you scroll back and read it, it's kind of going to be one-sided because he typed his questions and I just answered them with my voice. It's just going to be him. But regardless, feel free to enjoy me drunkenly driving down this long and lonesome road. Oh, the pebble didn't kill me, but this might. Oh, actually, this is something I have to be very vague and impersonal about because I'm kind of exposing someone a little bit here, but a certain a certain person that you in particular, J.O., had been at odds with while you were here, has still, even to like new unrelated people, been talking about you, if that makes sense. Been spreading the horror tales of of your past escapades, which, I mean, do with that information what you will. I'm sure it does not affect you in the slightest, but I just thought it's funny that he still cares. And I think you'll find that funny as well. Crowbar? Hell yeah. I don't even know how that does, but I want it. Alright, I'm out of here. Onward down the long road. And actually, that's one more down. I'll just reach back here while I'm driving and grab another brew. Just, yeah. That's how the professionals do it. Oh, I can survive. And actually, I'm coming to realize you guys have seen me like hit rocks and stuff, but even if you have to overcorrect and make a turn too quickly at the speed, let me show you what actually happens. Damn, this is stable. This is actually the best car I've ever built in this game. Normally it'll spin out all over the place. Well, shit. Guess I got a bit of a home field advantage. I don't know what that means. Well, I do know what it means, but I don't know how that applies to the situation. You know what? This is the longest time I've held 3 viewers since my last stream, but still, that was a while ago, like 2 days. I'm not doing too bad. But I'm really just burning to know. I've got these 3 viewers. One of them is me on my own phone, because I have to make sure the stream doesn't cut off in the middle. One of them is my boy down in South America. But we've still got this mysterious third who no one can really place their finger on. I gotta know something about you. I mean, middle name was a good place to start. Nothing? Granted, I know there's a stream delay, so I'll give you a minute here, but if you do not tell me your legal middle name within the next 2 minutes, there's no telling what I'll do. Well? Huh? I know I said you got 2 minutes, but you're on thin ice, man. I'm just waiting for it. I need to hear it. I need to know. What is it? If I had to guess, what's a good middle name? Lee. I feel like that's a common middle name. L-E-E. Is your middle name Lee? No, that's all wrong. No. Jacobson. That's gotta be your middle name. Whoever you are. Still nothing. Giving me the old cold shoulder. Giving me the silent treatment. I see how it is. The audacity of people these days. Yep. Seriously. You even got fucking J.O. over there shaking his head. And when J.O. starts shaking, you know something's wrong. I just love that your initials are J.O. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Would that I were so lucky to have such a comedic grouping of initials. But no. It just couldn't be. You know, I'm starting to realize if I just don't actually think about driving straight at all, I do a lot better. Although I have lost, by the looks of it, both headlights, and nighttime is approaching quickly. I'm gonna have to sleep on the side of the road soon. But in the meantime, schmoovin'. Speaking of doing something on the side of the road, gotta shit my pants. Right as I roll my car. Weird. What do you mean stay updated? Are you getting like intermittent little leg spikes? Because I have had problems in the past where... So I'm just looking for what was leaking in the back of my truck. I don't know. Well, I gotta get rid of that. But anyway, so you're saying that, like... I guess what I'm trying to ask is, are there periods of, like, 2 or 3 seconds where it lags and then falls behind? Like, is it consistently getting further and further back, or is it just far back initially? Didn't scroll forward. Basically, I made it go forward and then reverted. I do know... Okay, that's good. I've had a couple of issues in the past because I stream in 4K, which is basically unheard of. Most people, basically, I don't think I've ever seen anyone else stream in 4K. Because everyone else does 1080p, and that allows the encoders to work a lot faster. I mean, literally twice as fast. It's half as many pixels. And so I kind of thought that would be a problem for a while, because I figured everyone else would have, like, lag, and the internet wouldn't be able to catch up. But yeah, I mean, I've been streaming in 4K for months now, and when I go back to the VOD, it looks pretty crisp, and it looks pretty crisp in real time, I think. if you're watching on your phone or something, it probably won't show it, and it probably won't even be able to load it because of the amount of bandwidth that like streaming 4K takes. But if you're on a laptop or something, it should be able to go up to 3840 by 2160, also known as 4K, even though it's 3.84K. Fucking technology, man. I gotta sleep. I don't think it has to be fancy. I just think your phone doesn't technically have enough, like, I guess, pull on your bandwidth. Like, it won't be able to extract the amount of internet necessary to actually stream 4K. Skipped over. No, I didn't. I said all the boys still working at the old 3-letter company are still there and having a good time. He's still a lead. He still manages everyone else. And he's performing well. Granted, he's still a bottom, but that's not really a flaw. That's just, you know, part of his personality. So other than that, just chilling. That's another question I have. Whenever you send a message and it actually appears on my my stream there. Also, why the fuck is it so squished? Hold on, this is the first time I've actually had consistent chat messages, so I can see how everything looks so weird. It's all getting like cut off. Not cut off, it's the opposite. It's getting compressed down to fit. That should probably be better. Oh, but the question I have for you, if you send a message, do you hear that little, like the sound it makes? Do you hear it once or twice? Because every time someone sends a message, I hear the notification sound twice on my end, and I don't know why. Oh, okay. That's probably for the best. I don't know if there's any way I could show it off, but yeah, every time someone like sends a message or something, I get like a little notification sound. And it just stopped. I think it's the type of thing where if you don't get any messages for a while and then one comes up, it like notifies you. But yeah, if people are talking consistently, obviously it's not gonna beep every time. Some gasoline. Oops. New pair of sunglasses. That's pretty cool, but I don't need it. Rusty old radiator. Don't need that. So, I'm out of here. Again, I could take like the 1 liter of gas that I got kicking around back there, but I just don't need it. I want to see how fast I move just from a dead stop. Alright. Pretty slow, actually. Is there something wrong? Am I like getting held up? Not missing any tires. Hey, I mean, I will say, the AAA industry in general, when it comes to games right now, is just kind of like shit in the bed on all fronts. But yeah, I mean, again, this was made by like one European dude, and it's kept me entertained for hours on end. So if you do start, you know, getting back into that sort of thing, I would just say, go indie. Just give some weird random shit a try. Might as well. Oh. How's the AAA industry failing? I wouldn't say it's failing. There's still a lot of big games. Like, for example, the latest Resident Evil just came out a couple of weeks ago. And it got, rave reviews, and everyone loved it, and it made them a bunch of money and everything. But, yeah, it's more so that, like, the AAA industry is a little bit too safe, I think. And so, like, they're only willing to really do things that have been seen to succeed in the past. And I feel like that's where this type of game can really shine, where, yeah, like one dude, and you say AI, which does help in a lot of cases with, like, getting the basics and doing a lot of the grunt work when it comes to, coding your game. This one in particular, I think, was made before mainstream, like, AI. I think this came out in 2018? Let me look it up real quick. The Long Drive release date. Yeah, 2019. At least it was released to early access in 2019. Sandbox simulation. Still receiving updates. Yeah. So yeah. Since this came out, 7 years ago. Good lord, 2019 was 7 years ago. Anyway, since this came out that long ago, I think it literally was just one European guy who wanted to make a game about cars. And he did it. It looks great. You also say you wonder how long this took to make. He hasn't been updating it as much in the past, 2 years, but, I mean, this guy was basically constantly working on this game from 2019 until, 2023 or 4. So, yeah, I mean, one dude. Took a while. If I were to make a game, I just realized you should become like an interviewer of some kind. You should go around in public and talk to famous people and ask them what they want to do. If I were to make a game, what would it be about? Probably, this is way too ambitious. Because if this could be done in a timely manner, in a reasonable fashion, it would have happened decades ago, probably. But what I've always wanted is a super realistic zombie game, like a zombie apocalypse survival game. Which I know there's Project Zomboid, which is the closest to that you're ever gonna get, where you can trip and fall. It's like this game where there are so many bodily functions and just random stuff you would never find in another video game that just adds that element of realism and makes it a little more tense, makes it a little more difficult to manage everything. But I'm talking too far, super realistic when it comes to graphics, what you do, a cool combat system where instead of just clicking a button, you have to swing your mouse around half sword. Or you have to punch the zombie, with actual motion. What do you mean we got Minecraft? I mean, that is a survival game, and it does have zombies. It's just not the same. In 29, alright. Ooh. Also, why did my oil light's on? I was gonna say I started. Oh, fuck. Well, that's why I'm moving so slow. My engine's out of oil. Probably not good for it. Like that Wii Sports Sorrow game, but with gore mixed with that hardcore zombie game. Oh, so by partcore, I assume you mean the Dying Light, like the zombie game where you're running around, jumping on rooftops and climbing. Like that Wii Sports sort of game. Sort of. Yeah, like kind of a... Not so much motion controls as just like the... How can I show you what I mean? Well, like in this game. Like if you take an object... The sword is a bad example, ironically. But... if you like hold an object and physically swing it around, it's got physics to it, and if you move too fast, you just throw it instead of actually, you know, keeping your hand on it. So I think something like that would be cool, where like you run up to like a crowd of zombies and you got a big sword, and like if you're good at the game, you can just like cleave them all in half and run past. But if not, it flies out of your hand and you're all lame and you just can't do anything. Anyway, now that I drove about 3 miles without any oil in my engine, let's see how much faster it is with oil. Oh yeah, immediate burnout. I should have known something wasn't quite right. That's kind of the other problem with releasing something like that is like, A, I have nowhere near the expertise, the knowledge, any type of experience in the game development industry, so I don't think I could realistically bring any of that to fruition. But even if I did, that in particular is like the most saturated type of video game. Like the random, you know, early access, small team zombie survival experience. So yeah, it'd be cool, but I can't ever see that actually coming into existence, at least through my means. Also, I've got a third viewer again, and they're not saying anything, man. Come on, third viewer. Me and my boy J.O. here have been talking about video games and life in general. Really anything we can, but what I really need to know from you is that middle name. I've been searching for it. It's the most important connecting piece of information two humans can have about each other. What's your middle name? Would take lots of time to maybe AI. Yeah. That's just kind of the general idea I was going for with that, is like, it could happen. It's not a completely unrealistic idea. It's just not going to happen from me, and not in any reasonable amount of time. Another white wall tire, a fancy brush, along with some, ooh, gas. That I will take. Unfortunately, my gas tank is 2% water because I pissed in it earlier. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oil. And water. I'll take that. More water. Don't need it. Let's see. Gas. Gas. Oh. Suppose I can hang on to that. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and checking it out for a while. And I shall see you in time. All in due time. Yes. Got some cleaning spray, a sponge, 28 liters of diesel fuel. I don't need it. Oops. Where is... There we go. I will keep the small amount of gas I've collected just because, thankfully, my current engine runs on gasoline. But once I fill that up, I'll toss it down and get on out of here. And by get on out of here, of course, I mean take a quick pee-pee break. Sorry, third viewer, he just tuned in, but I'll be back in a second. Yep, and everyone's gone. But hey, it was fun while it lasted. You can always scrounge up a few new viewers. Thing's got ridiculous power when you actually have oil in it. Probably gonna drive down the old lonesome road for maybe 20 minutes more, I call it. So far, I'm rambling a bit, I'm goofing, and yet, I'm making it down the road. That means I'm not enough beers deep. Speed run this. Well, of course, driving in the game. And now, nothing left but the long road and a long brew. There's an interesting element that most people don't really think about when it comes to streaming, specifically this kind where you're, playing a game and kind of bouncing back and forth between chat, making little jokes and comments as you go through. Gotta say, it's tricky to be entertaining when no one's actually there to bounce off of. Granted, that's not a particular comment or stance on anything. Like, I'm sure I'll have plenty more viewers eventually. But not a lot of people think about, like, damn. Until other people are in there, like, interacting and building a community around you, it's just you. You just gotta fucking make it entertaining. And that's a pretty good way of making it entertaining. That's not to say it's a horrible grind or something I don't enjoy. I mean, I don't personally benefit from this whole process at all at this point. When it comes to, finance or general status and popularity or anything. I'm just kind of playing games for fun. Letting people watch. uploading it publicly, which I like. I'm going to continue doing. All I'm saying is, it would be a little bit easier if there were some people in here saying stuff, making comments, talking in the chat. Well, a lot more to work with. Lost my hood and one of my tires, but that's just fine. Oops. Anything cool? Got a rubber wife. Some magazines. And cigarettes. That's good. Grab one of them. What is happening? Oh, I hit Q. That's what's happening. Wee. Going nowhere fast. Alright. Also, I wouldn't find another car radio, but not so lucky this time. Oh, shit. Well, I caught that. Everything would have flown out. There's some weird physics system in this game where if your bed is closed, everything in here is a complete solid object. It's like it's welded to the bed. You cannot move it no matter what. And if you try to move it, it'll just move the whole truck instead. But as soon as you remove the tailgate or open the tailgate, it all comes loose again and can interact freely. Oh, speaking of which, I ought to rub this lamp, huh? Let's see if I can get a genie to pop out. Guess it's just a light source you can like rub to make it give off more light. Interesting. I don't have that kind of time. I'm here to drive. Drive the long road. Ah, beautiful. I dare say, once I've been live for 1 minute, well, not 1 minute, it's that moment's passed, but once I've been live for 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 23 seconds, I'm gonna have to call it. Just like the perfect length for a stream, you know? So, like 9 more minutes of the experience. And see, this is what I mean when I had people in here talking to me, asking questions, keeping it interesting. It was interesting. But now that I'm expected to be entertaining as the live streamer, be the main act when I've projected myself as the main act, all I can talk about is not being the main act. It's a strange dilemma. We're still moving fast. Ooh, real damn fast. I like this new engine. Especially when it has oil in it. Surprised it was even running earlier. Running dry. Take a little shortcut here. Skip the big curve. Take a more gentle approach to preserve more speed, hopefully. Next time I find a car, I'm gonna try to get its radio. Because as much as I love hearing, it'd be nice to have a little bit of background music as well. We could even create a beat out of that engine noise. If I had a radio. But instead I'm just blazing down this long road at ludicrous breakneck speeds. In silence. Oh, fuck. That was quite literally the best way that could have gone. I lost my... Oh, no, I already lost my headlight. I didn't lose anything. It was like perfect. A true stroke of luck. If you catch my drift. Now what's this? Interesting. It is quite possible this little bunker type building might just have a radio of its own. Let's see. Nope. There we go. And where'd my flashlight go? Is it dropped it somewhere? Never picked it back up? Oh. It's a damn shame. Maybe there's another flashlight. There's another one of this big ass engine. I already got one of those, I think. We got like big oval. This one also has big yeah, it's the same engine. A little bit of empty, a little bit of nothing, a little bit of coolant, also empty, and some two-stroke mixture, which I do not need. But at least there is beer, baby. I'll drink that. Oil. Door. Diesel in the oil tank. More two-stroke special. Yeah, no car radio. Whatever this is. Oh, motorcycle gas tank, I think. Yeah. Really? No. I mean, I guess I couldn't really expect a car radio. They're kind of rare. But what about a flashlight? Visor. Well, I guess that does it. I had nothing else for me here. Man, I love this engine. So now what I shall do, that we're approaching the end times, I'm going to save the game. I'm just going to drive like there's no tomorrow, while also pissing and shooting myself. And I'll tell you what, I'm a little hungry, so a little on-the-road snack never hurt anybody. Hello? Oh, there we go. Could not handle the concept of that cactus. Damn, I'm cruising. Even uphill. I feel like I'm still accelerating. Perfect time for more beer. Whew. Dodged that one by accident. You know, I also just realized I don't have any headlights. Which might be a bit of a hazard while careening through the desert at like 130 miles an hour. I'll tell you what, all I gotta do is take a little nap. And just like that, everything is clearly visible again. Perfect. Just as I intended. Oh, anyway, as I was saying a moment ago, I'm pretty close to ending off here, but I feel like I'm not drunk enough to truly simulate the drunk driving experience. Let me work on that. Grab another quick brew here whilst I'm driving. Yeah, and I'm dead. I mean, I just keep proving the, as much as I joke around, the consequences of distracted and drunk driving. Very real. Except in real life, you can't hit continue after you die violently. But in this game, you sure as hell can. We'll drink to that. And pour it down the front of my shirt, of course. Should really be paying more attention to the screen in front of me. I keep glancing up and being like, oh shit, there's a boulder 10 feet away. Better move. My mind is just too entranced with the brew. It just wants to focus on the PBR in front of it. And hey, who might have criticized? I died again. I'm gonna give this one more college try. If it doesn't work this time, I'm done. Fucking done. Alright, my last hurrah. The last big journey down the long road. I had a speedometer once. Not a speedometer. I had a, what's the thing that measures distance? Odometer? I think so. I had an odometer once. Who would have been able to tell me how far I've gone? Not anymore, baby. I'm just flying by and moving on instinct. I don't even have a speedometer, come to think of it. Just the will to drive. And to take a nap, well, wrong time for a nap. When I said that was my last hurrah, what I actually meant was this will be my last try. After I take a little nappy nap. Seriously? Oh, okay, it's sunrise. It's fine. As light and color fill the sky once more, I embark on my final expedition to the great long road. Just realized something, but I will not elaborate. It's merely a machination of my mind that... What the... Okay, well... I'm a man of my word sometimes. So, I said that'll be the last one. That'll be the last one. That's all I got for you. Hopefully those who tuned in enjoyed what was going. And, thanks for sticking around if you did. Thank you to my boy J.O. for making it more interesting, giving me something to respond to. Other than that, I'll be back next time. Now I just gotta wait about 15 seconds so that it doesn't cut off the VOD. Because for some reason it fucking works like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...